Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping back in today. You want a Filipino wife? Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Let's have that conversation today. Let me put this disclaimer out there. People always want to misinterpret my message. This isn't a knock on Filipino women because it takes two to tango. What we're really going to talk about is the dangers of entering into these microwave relationships. That's really what the conversation is about. This is a common sense conversation, but remember, we don't operate on common sense when we come over here. If I were to tell you that Filipino women are some of the most sought after women on the planet in 2024, I wouldn't get many arguments, would I? Their beauty, their modesty, their humility, their traditional values. The list goes on and on. They're cooperative or submissive. Some men think they're submissive. They're not. Okay? They're feminine. But remember, there's two sides to every coin. Are we just being fed the good parts of the Filipino woman? Remember, most of us know nothing about the Philippines, nothing about Filipino women. We're just going on something we've heard, something somebody told us, something you've seen on YouTube. And so we're flocking over here and we're marrying these women, just so fast. And people are going to say, well, what about the man? Yeah, we're going to talk about the foreigner too. Because remember, it takes two to tango. The woman's making just a bigger mistake as the man is. We want this on-the-job training. We don't realize that there's a culture shock involved in these relationships. It's just like what I was talking about the other day. You know that one of my subscribers said they call that the cup in stock markets. Yeah, you start out the honeymoon period, then the disillusionment, then the culture shock, and then if you stay in the relationship long enough, you work your way through it, you get over here to the other side. The problem with that, though, is there's no timeline there. But that happens in these relationships. Hey, what happened? But we think, because all we get is the good stories, remember? That's all we get. It's like I was talking about yesterday with the drug war. All you see on the news is the people who are convicted and sent to jail. You don't see the people who were found innocent or the people who were falsely accused. So you get a bad picture or the wrong picture. You don't get the whole picture of what's going on. It's the same thing over here. You don't get the whole picture, ladies and gentlemen, because there's two sides to that coin. As sweet as they can be, there's some culture shocks that's waiting for your ass, man. Same with you, ladies, because we jump into these relationships so fast. Like I said, they're microwave relationships. On-the-job training. Oh, I'll just get to know the woman as we go. Oh, because opposites attract. Yeah, that sounds romantic, but it's not true. According to psychologists, 80% of the people watching this video right now believe that bullshit, that opposites attract. That's only in science, not human relationships. And you cannot be any more opposite than each other than what we are. But we come over here immediately, get in relationships, move in, get married, have children, not knowing that disillusionment period is coming and that culture shock is coming. And most of us, we don't survive it. It looks like we do because all you're getting is the good stories. You know why? Because many of the people aren't even here anymore to tell you their side of the story. They're dead. That's one of the dangers about getting into these relationships over here. Both ways, the woman and the man. The risks are great, guys, of being exploited. That mutual exploitation. But see, the woman is so desperate for economic help and a new life, and the man is so desperate, he wants companionship in anybody to show him some type of attention. And you put that together, man, that's a perfect storm for a disaster. But yeah, we're only getting one side of the story. So be real careful. I'm not even going to tell you to take your time. You're not going to listen to me. But that you is relevant in these relationships. But let's talk about some of that disillusionment, some of that disappointment once you get off that honeymoon period and you get out of that hotel room and out of the bedroom and you find out you ain't got nothing in common. That it's not as good as you thought it was going to be. Some of us don't make it past that, man. I was just talking about this. But then some people say, okay, I'm gonna hang in there. Because foreigner and Filipino relationships, they last longer than everybody else's relationship. Well, I couldn't find that information. Because people always want to throw that at you. Well, foreigner or Filipino marriages are lower divorce rate. Yeah, because they're separated. They don't get divorced like me. See, my situation would be put over in that married department. I'm not married. I'm married, but I'm separated. So we never get the wrong story. So you're disillusioned, but you're going to hang in there because better days are coming. But then the culture shock hits you, both of you, because you don't know the woman. The woman don't know you. But you're both so desperate you want to take that chance. Because you think I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, you got something to lose. Your life, your freedom, your life savings. You got a lot, but you're not seeing. You're blind. The woman doesn't even do enough research to want to know, well, why is this guy even single? Who is he? Is he a woman beater? Is he a drug addict? What is he? Who is he? And the man, he's just going by the physical appearance of the young lady. She's nice looking. She's attractive. I can work with that. But the culture shock hits you. What is culture shock? It's more than just taking a cold shower, ladies and gentlemen. Remember I was talking yesterday about why expats fail? Okay, because we have to adapt cross-culturally, meaning the people, number one, which is that woman you're dealing with, and the new environment. So the culture shock is too much stuff starts happening so fast, and it's coming from everywhere, and you can't handle it. But most of us stay up here in the honeymoon period. You never get down here to the culture shock period where that tempo shows up and that fifth grade mentality, that immaturity shows up that drives Western men crazy, by the way. Okay? Some of us see it in the disillusionment part. Okay, where now all of a sudden she's smarter than you and you can't tell her nothing. She's not going to take any advice from you. And the woman, on the other hand, may see the man, oh, he smokes. He drinks all the time. He drinks to get drunk, by the way. I'm just having these conversations to get people to think because we're not thinking. Our only focus is a woman over here, man. That's all it is. So the minute we get off the plane, many of us are getting married. So you want a Filipino wife? Okay, be careful what you wish for because you know nothing about Filipino women or the culture. You don't even take time to ask the people who would know. You asking me. I really don't know. I've been coming over on and off for 15 years, but I don't know. Don't you think you should ask Filipino people? And even the Filipino man? But we don't even seek his counsel. We're going to learn on our own at 60, 70, 80 years old. Man, you're in for a damn surprise, man. You're in for a shock of your life. A lot of times, man, we can't handle these young women talking about you want a Filipino wife. Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. And then when the dust settles, man, you can't handle her. Then you always worrying about, oh, she's cheating. Oh, she using me. Well, if you'd have took time to get to know her, a little bit more about her culture and everything like that, to ease into the relationship. Now, we want a microwave relationship. We want it fixed overnight. I wish there would be some people who would come on here and tell their stories, both sides, because there's horror stories on both sides. But some of them aren't here to tell their story. They're dead. Remember the microwave relationship that turned into a disaster in Cebu I told you about? The man is 72, his Filipino wife is 30. They meet online in April, they get married in October, he's dead in December. Yeah, how many of them stories is out there? Or the Filipina who falls for the man's charms, he signs the visa, takes her back home, and guess what? Ends up killing her, putting her in a damn freezer. Those are the risks that we take. Those are the dangers of getting involved in these microwave relationships. So be careful what you wish for, ladies and gentlemen, because you just might get it. Opposites don't attract in human relationships. That's bullshit. Get that out of your head now. And there's nothing more opposite than these couples over here. And a lot of them are fronting to save face. They put on the appearance that they happy, especially the woman. She can't show any discontent. She's going to lose her meal ticket. Okay, the man can't show any discontent because now he's going to be the laughing stock back at home. All that could be remedied if we would just try to get to know each other a little bit more. We're not going anywhere. The women here certainly aren't going anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They don't have no money. They don't have a visa. Many of them don't even have a job that we deal with. I'm talking about the ones we deal with. Because according to the Philippine Statistic Authority, only about 3.5% of the marriages in the Philippines are between a foreigner and a Filipino. The rest are Filipino on Filipino. But I get pushed back on that when I say, well, they really prefer Filipino man. Y'all won't listen to that. So yeah, be careful what you wish for. Because when you get to that culture shock stage, if you survive it, it's hell. Because I've been through it. That's why I talk to you about this stuff. I don't make it up. I don't just get on here and say, oh, I'm going to talk about this today. No, it's true. But people won't listen, especially grown men. You're not going to listen to me. Who am me? Who am I? Would you rather listen to somebody who's been through it than somebody who hasn't? Would you rather listen to somebody who's been through a bad relationship or who has a good one, who hasn't, who's still up here in the damn honeymoon stage? Or you want somebody that's went through that whole damn you to kind of counsel you about what's going on? But the best thing to do would be to talk to the Filipino people. Okay? And specifically the man. He deals with her too. But we guess what? We ignore him. We think, I can learn it all on YouTube. These women are easy, we think. Well, you better think again. They're not. They're very difficult. And you know why they're difficult? Because they're opposite of you. You don't know anything about them. You don't know anything about their culture. You don't know anything about what they're going to do. You're walking on pins and needles over here. You want to stay up here in the honeymoon stage. I'm sorry, dude. You're going to fall off that damn cliff. It's coming. They're not going to tell you. No one's going to tell you but me. Because fairy tales sell over here. Real life don't tell. Oh, he's raining on a parade. No, I'm telling your stupid ass to bring an umbrella to the parade. There's dangers involved in these microwave relationships. It's stupid of us to enter into them. ladies and gentlemen. But we're so desperate. The woman over here, she's starving basically. And the man over here, he's starving for love. Put that together, boom. I see it. I've been through it. The arguing, the headaches. But I stayed in there because guess what? I'm not here for a woman. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make it work. Because now I got the children. I got to make it work. But if you want a Filipino wife, guess what? It's going to take some work. It's not as easy as you think it is. It's all a part. Go back and look at my video, The Filipino Trap. It's all, they lure you in with that sweetness. And then they'll hit you over the head with that damn skillet, man, if you don't watch out. But nobody's brave enough to come on here and talk about it. They're embarrassed. Women too. Because these drunk ass men come over here. Men coming over here. They've had themselves clipped. They can't have children. The woman finds that out too late. Yeah, man, we're a handful too. That's why I put in a disclaimer. I'm not picking on Filipino women. But you want to marry a Filipino woman, okay, be careful what you wish for. Because she's probably going to want kids. Okay? Because you're going to want somebody young and attractive. And I just get passionate about this. I'm not preaching to you grown-ass people. I just got a YouTube channel that talks about real-life situations. Guys are coming over here specifically to get married. To women, they have no idea who they are. They met online. It's no different than back in the olden days, the mail or the bride stuff. It's the same thing. Don't fool yourself. What is the mail order bride websites? Go and look at them like I did. You looking through these profiles, you pick one out, you pay the fee. What is it with the dating site? You pay the fee at the beginning to have the access to the profiles of the women. They don't have to pay because the dating sites are geniuses. That's how they made it about the woman. You still have to pay to have access to choose a woman off one of profiles. But if you think it's easy, coming over here marrying somebody from the other side of the planet, a whole different culture, they do things totally different than the way you do, man, you're going to get your ass kicked, man. Okay? Then our on-job training, man, it works because that's the only thing we've got. You got to take that ass kicking to get to the other side because it's not easy. A lot of them guys, they're up here. They're afraid to go down that slope. They're afraid to fall off that cliff. So they stay up here. And when this is over with, they leave. They get a divorce. But the rumor goes around that Filipinos are easy. They're submissive. That they're going to lay down and you can run over them. I got news for you, man. That's not true. I'm 60 years old. I started dealing with Filipino women when I was 45. They're some of the most difficult women to deal with. Guess why? Because I'm coming from a whole different culture. I'm trying to bring into the relationship the stuff that was working over there. It don't work over here. So I got to learn, okay, that whole on-the-job training stuff is painful, man. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm just saying there's a way around that. If you just take your time and get to know the woman. And woman get to know the man. But you're not going to listen to that. The man's pants is on fire. And the woman knows it when he gets off the plane. Okay? She knows that. So you both guilty, but I'm going to tell you there's risk involved with these microwavable relationships. You're lucky if you just get your heart broke. Or you get your life savings taken. Because it could cost you your life. There's people who are no longer here to tell their side of the story. So if you're in America, it's early, you're about to get up, because I'm going to upload this. There's no sense in me wasting time. You know, I like to have these conversations. It's hot here today. It's so hot that they're letting the children out of school early. I think they're projecting a 41 degrees Celsius. It's a little bit over 100. And remember, you got the humidity and all that. You're about ready to get up, go to work, go to the gym, get a cup of coffee and newspaper. If you see somebody out there, help them. It's not going to put your life in jeopardy. If you're in the Philippines, I guess it's about 4 o'clock p.m. Not a day goes by, I don't help somebody. I mean, honestly, every single day for almost 6 years. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. It's just common sense, guys. Don't do nothing stupid. Talk to the Filipino people. Talk to Filipino men. Do some research, man. This is your biggest sex organ, not this. But use this too, guys. Okay? Because those microwave relationships can be dangerous.